Hello again everyone, welcome back to Landric Plays, and today I'm still playing a little bit more of the Darkest Dungeon. So, when we got back to town last episode, we got this hear ye announcement. So the town crier has come to us with an event, and it says, "A day long awaited. Word of our predicament has spread, and a new crop of aspiring corpses step from the stagecoach." So we get a little bit of a bonus this week. We have 6 more recruits than usual. It doesn't actually help us that much, because we're only 2 away from filling our roster, and I don't think I checked the stagecoach last time, but let's have a look this time. So we get Hellion. So if you might remember from a couple of episodes ago, we found a special pendant that only Hellions can use. Hellions are, if you like, sort of berserker warriors from, I assume, from the Frozen North. They always seem to be from the Frozen North. So there you go, they've got this bleed skill, Bleed Out. They can only use it from the front, but it does a lot of bleed damage and things like that. And they've also got some other skills. Do any of them others do? Yeah, so this one does a bleed attack as well. So we're definitely going to grab you.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Who else do we want? In fact, can we upgrade? No. So we still need deeds to upgrade quite a lot of things, actually. We need them for the stagecoach, we need them for the blacksmiths. Who else do we want from the list? We've got a couple of different choices. Personally, right now, I'm going to go for this jester, Ballad, just because they creep me out, man. Look at this. Look how scary this guy is. He's got a little guitar, he's got a dirk, he's got a sickle. This guy means business. Let's take a look at his skills. He's got Dirk Stab, which moves him forward 1, and you can use that from any position. He's got Harvest, which does some bleed to the middle. He's got Slice Off, which also does bleed to the middle, but it does slightly more damage than that, and it's more likely to crit. And he's got Inspiring Tune, which removes 10% stress damage on the target, and you can only use that from the back. So position 3, I think we're going to put you in. So yeah, so we're definitely going to grab you. Yeah, and then hopefully later on we'll be able to upgrade some of our. We'll be able to upgrade the size of our roster so we can take some more of these guys with us. It's a bit of a shame we got that event now, but you know, not going to complain. It could have been much worse.
He will be laughing still at the end.
Yes, he will. He's going to be laughing all the way into the graveyard. Okay. So yeah, we can't upgrade the blacksmith yet, so ideally we want to go find some deeds. So let's have a look where we can go. So last time we went to the cove, we checked out all of the horrible fish monsters in there. We haven't been to the warrens yet, and I'm wondering maybe we should go there. It gives us crests, not deeds. It gives us a nice trinket. It gives us 3,000 gold again. Does anywhere give us deeds? No. All crests? Nearly all crests except for this veteran mission in the cove, and because we've not got anyone at level 3 just yet, I think we're going to go into the warrens. Oh, before we do that, I almost forgot, let's sort our roster by stress, because these guys received a lot of stress last time, so we're going to have to do something with them. So, we don't want to make you a gambler, because you're bad at gambling. You'll only drink, so we have to put you there. You're a flagellant, so you'll only flagellate, and you're fine actually, so we'll leave you there. So we can basically put you anywhere. We'll put you in the transept. We'll lock that in. So that costs us a couple of thousand gold. You'll only drink. So go to the tavern, and we'll pop you in there. Oh, that was lucky. I thought the caretaker was going to be taking up the bar, but it's fine. And Muskrat, so you'd only flagellate. How much stress have you got? 41 out of 200. 41 isn't bad. It does mean he's much more likely to break the next time, but I think for now we'll allow it. We'll see if we get lucky, and we'll embark. I think we'll go to the warrens again. And let's try out Drew. Drew? Yeah, I'm going to call her Drew. So we'll try you out. We want you in position 1. I tell you what, we'll take Mussart with us as well. See if we can just get him just enough stress that it makes it worth our while paying for him to be relaxed a bit. But hopefully not too much that he breaks. And then who do we want in the back? I think we're going to have Tangsok. We want our experienced healer for this, just because. Who else? Oh, let's bring a new jester. Let's bring Ballard. Obsessed with killing. Of course he is, look at him. And he's a Warren's explorer actually, so he's much more likely to get some scouting done while we're here, so that's pretty useful. What mission is it? 100% of room battles again. Let's provision. We've got some free holy water and some herbs. Gonna take 6 food again. I'm gonna take 5 torches this time. Every time I do this, I'm just gonna bring it down until we start running into trouble. But for now, I think 5 is probably gonna be alright. We'll take a shovel. Do I want to take another? No, I'm gonna try and push my luck a little bit. And we'll take a key. Maybe I'll take 2 keys instead of 2 shovels. No, that's not. And because last time we suffered a lot of bleed damage, I'm going to take some bandages as well. In fact, I'll take 2 sets of bandages. And I think that's good enough. So we can hit embark, and we'll head to the Warrens, which are basically the sewers surrounding the hamlet and the mansion. And they've been taken over by some horrible beast monsters. So blight and bleed damage, ignore the enemy's protection stat. It's good to know.
They breed quickly down there in the dark, but perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Hopefully, we'll see. So we've got a nice, another linear sort of dungeon, so we don't have to worry about backtracking and exploring too much. Of course, this is only a short one. It's already been looted. This is only a short one, so when we see some of the medium-sized dungeons, they have a lot more branching paths. Oop, another curio. What's this? Pile of bones. All that's left of a previous adventurer. So holy water is used to purge evil and restore purity. And I've not actually used it on any of my heroes for anything, so let's try pouring it on this. It purifies it.
Beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
So it purifies it, it means we can loot it properly, and we get some medicinal herbs and some busts. So the herbs basically replace the holy water as a thing that we can put on stuff. But the busts are nice, they'll help us upgrade some stuff later on. No battle in here. Do we get a scout? We don't. Okay, let's just head to the next room then. Pile of scrolls. The cursive is sloppy and difficult to read. Do we burn them? I don't think that would end well for us if we did. Let's just try reading them. Ooh, well-rendered map. Perfect. Does that give us a scouting bonus or anything? Ah, okay. It's obviously not that good a map if it only tells us about this obstacle.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Well, that's interesting. Ooh, that's very interesting indeed. So we got surprised that time, which means our order gets shuffled. But we still get to act, and our Jester's Harvest skill is actually going to come in handy here, I think. So it doesn't do a lot of damage, it'll do 2 to 4. But 2 to 4 is probably enough, especially if it bleeds them, and these guys are relatively susceptible to bleeding, so we'll give that a go. Okay, they resisted. They didn't, so... and it's just enough that it doesn't kill them. So let's move you into a position where you can do some damage. Okay, at least we dodged that. You can't do anything at all from the front, so let's start moving you back. Let's start moving you forwards. Oh, this is a shame. So we're going to take a lot of damage just by the fact that we have to shuffle our party back around. And he got stunned. Ugh. Okay, at least now we don't need to worry about you, because you're going to bleed to death on your next turn, but... Okay, and you resisted that. That's some good news, at least. Let's switch you back into place again. Okay, that missed. Good. Getting a little bit lucky here, he says, as they get a crit. Oh dear. So it's not the damage I'm worried about, it's that stress that's going to build up. The stun's not fantastic either, because it means the longer we're in this battle, the more damage and stress we're going to take.
Another abomination. cleansed from our lands.
That's what we wanted. So, because we know they're definitely going to bleed to death on their turn, I'm going to take the opportunity to use this minus 10% stress. So, it gives us minus 10% stress received, I think, rather than it just reducing it. We'll see. Okay, so it takes 10 off, and it buffs them for the minus 10. That's really helpful. And again, as we know they're going to die, we'll just do a full party heal. Pow, there they go. And the spider was hiding a portrait somewhere, so we'll grab that. We'll press this button to go to the default party order, and we'll pick the lights up a bit before we go in here. And we surprise them for a change. That's quite nice, which means we're going to go first before all of them. So we've got 2 more cultist brawlers, who we can see their skills. So at the bottom are Rend for the Old Gods, which does that bleed. We don't know anything about the Swine Drummer, other than he's got a dodge of 0, which I guess is handy. And the Swine Wretch, who's got a very high dodge. What do their bleed? Yeah, so these are more likely to bleed, and more resistant to Blight. So I'm glad we've got our Jester with us. I think let's go straight for the... In fact, no, let's focus our attacks on this drummer, if we can. So it still does the bleed, it does a little bit extra damage. Ah, that's something I didn't notice about our Hellion. Oh, I forgot to give them the trinket. That was the whole reason we brought you aboard. God damn it. Okay, no worries. So this bleed out skill actually debuffs ourselves. It means we'll use this attack, but then from then on we're going to have minus 20% damage and minus 15 dodge. Though it doesn't say how long that lasts, but maybe this is more like a sort of finishing move when we know that we're going to be out of combat for a little bit. You know what, I think we go for it. I think we... Bam. Because if we can take him out before he does any damage to us, I think that's worth having the debuff. So you're going to take 3 damage per round. So on your turn you're going to take 3 damage, so if we can just do 1 damage to you with this, or kill you outright, that works too. Dazzling Light. Yeah, let's try and stun this guy. And that's all of our moves used up. Ah, he's going to vomit on us, which is another one of these small amount of damage, large amount of stress attacks. Drums of Debilitation. Don't know what that would have done if we mouse over him. Okay, so it would have marked him and debuffed him. Drums of Doom. Okay, party-wide stresses. That's very not good. We want to get rid of him very quickly. But he's bleeding, so hopefully he'll be gone soon. So in fact, I'm not going to worry about trying to finish him off with this. Ooh, a crit, nice. And I think that was on the person we needed it on. So I'll use the double attack here,
Their formation is broken.
because it will definitely kill him, and I was going to say hopefully kill him, but you know, he's 1 damage away and he's still bleeding, so next time we don't really have to worry about him. We can try and focus on this guy at the back. Iron Swan. Ah, perfect. So this we can only use from the front, and it will only damage the guy at the back. I was worried we wouldn't be able to reach him, but there we go. Nice damage. You're definitely going to bleed next turn, so there's no point killing you. And it'll leave a corpse, actually, which will make you harder to get to in future. So I think if we killed him, we'd get a little bit of stress relief, which might be good, but I'm just going to do this.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Because that way he'll bleed, he won't leave a corpse, and hopefully we'll be able to get at this guy at the back. So you can't reach him yet. So we'll just bring your stress down again a little bit. Ah, so I was hoping he'd go first, but oh well. So yeah, let's just do a party-wide heal again. Just keep everyone nicely topped up. In fact, we might end this fight with more health than we went into it, which would be good. Do the Iron Swan again. Ah, they dodged.
Slowly.
But him dying will bring him a bit forward, so he's in range for more of our other skills. Let's just clear those other corpses as well, so he's right at the front. Your stress is going up quite a bit as well, isn't it? So we've got all of our moves left to take out this one guy. So again, I'm going to sort of not quite waste our turn, but I'm going to spend it sort of healing up and recovering some of this damage. And then you can just pow. There we go. Faint hope. I'd say this is a pretty good hope. Yeah, 1,000 gold, an anti-venom, some more gems. That's pretty good. What's this we've got here? A sacrificial stone. I almost feel like having another holy water would be good for this. But let's interact with it. Deeply disturbed. Ooh, okay. That was lucky.
A moment of clarity in the eye of the storm.
So we took a massive amount of stress damage, but then we got another virtue. That's extremely lucky. And it also then brought our stress right back down. Nice. Okay, good. I'm actually happy with the way that went. Should have bought another shovel, shouldn't have gambled. Okay, so we're going to have to clear it by hand.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose. Okay.
So it lowered our torch, it brought up everyone's stress, it did a small bit of damage. That wasn't great. Moonshine barrel. Barrel that reeks of powerful liquor. I think our Hellions probably going to take a drink of this. We'll see if we can purify it a bit. Bam. Just what I was hoping. We get a buff. 30% damage until we camp. That's going to be brilliant. I'm quite liking this party compilation. Compilation? Oh no, this party setup. They seem to be a good team. Yeah, let's do some bleed damage to you guys. Or one of you at least. And let's stun you as well. We'll just pile on some damage. That's a shame, but you know, take what we can get. So you're dead next round. You're stunned this round. I think we're doing all right.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, so they're dead, so we don't need to worry about doing the double up damage. We can focus straight away on this cultist acolyte. Okay, she's going to push our Hellion into the middle of our party, which isn't fantastic because she can't do anything from there. But we've still got our Crusader at the front. And we've still got our Vestal who can lay down some stuns and some damage. Ooh, I did not notice you had that. So you're bleeding right now, and this will cure your bleed and heal 1 hit point. So it's just enough to get you off of Death's Door, and you get an even more damage boost. Maybe I should use that first next time. And then hopefully we can just finish you off. Bam, there we go. Excellent. So we got some deeds, which is really, really useful. We'll grab all of that before we go any further, just in case there's another ambush. Let's put the party order back where we want it to go. Is there another room battle? No, but we got a scout. So curio trap, curio, empty room, some more stuff, and then some treasure. Okay. So we'll just wander along this way. More moonshine.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
So, if we get the same buff as next time, I quite like the idea of having both our damage dealers a sort of primary front line having that buff. So let's use that. Excellent. Another 30% damage. Whoops. Too busy looking at...
Possessed by evil intent.
So I was too busy looking at the buff then, and I forgot the trap was there, so we didn't get any chance to disarm it, and we're taking 2 damage for 3 rounds. So I'm going to use that to bandage, just to mitigate that. And I've got to remember to look where I'm going next time. Great. Okay, that's empty room, and then another trap. Don't let me forget the another trap. I've got another one of those, but we don't have any more medicinal herbs, so I'm just going to ignore that. There's the trap. So 60, 70, 60, and 60. So congratulations, Ballard, this is your job. Bad luck. So you're bleeding now.
Maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe you'll have better luck with these scrolls. Okay, another well-rendered map of the road ahead. Maybe it only shows us the road that we're on, which is kind of useless because we got it right at the end of the road. Oh well. Ah, and we're out of torches as well, I think. Yeah. So we had just enough light to increase the chance of surprising these guys. I'm tempted to use this adrenaline rush to give us the damage and accuracy buffs to start with. But we've got focused and we've got this the buff from drinking the moonshine, so I think we're good. I think I'll just go straight in for do a lot of damage. So, again, they're going to take 3 damage on their turn. If we can do 1 damage to them, they're probably going to die. So hopefully Reynold can use his... not Reynold. Whoever this Crusader is. He can use his double attack if we use Judgment here. Ooh, a crit as well, nice. So take some stress relief off, heals us. Perfect. Let's use Slice Off on this guy. So right now we spread our damage around quite a bit. We could have focused sort of on one person and tried to take them out of the fight, but if we're lucky here, like that, we can take out 2 at once. And this guy's still taking some damage and is bleeding. Ooh, so our Crusader Mussart has got a disease. He's got bad humours. I'll have to take a look at what that does. And he's got a debuff as well. So we might have to put him into the oh god, he got 2 diseases. Okay, we're definitely sending him to hospital when he gets out of this. That crit was handy, but damn. Okay, last thing. That's annoying. So we can't use Iron Swan because he's not at the back anymore. Can't use Bleed Out because he's not at the front. Can't use Wicked Hack either. We could attack one of these corpses and bring him forwards a bit. And in fact, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's pile on some Judgment as well to try and just kill you off this round. We're all on good enough health, but I don't want the stress to mount up any more than it already has. There we go. A whole bunch of gold.
Push on to the task's end.
That is the task's end. Brilliant. So let's just crack open this chest. We've got the key again. Some more paintings.
For a task well performed.
We've got a lot of paintings this time. Okay. Do we want to risk going into the next room? So we know there's not a battle in the room. There might be one on the road though. And if there's not a battle in the room, there's probably no treasure in it. In fact, I think there's definitely no treasure in it. I tell you, we'll go along the path anyway. We'll risk it.
Mind that such missteps are the exception.
Just in case. Hey, here's a pack. Pack contains loot. Fantastic. So it contains some food, which is useless, but a whole heap of gold as well, which is just what we wanted. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, we don't want the stress damage from refusing to eat, even if we'd heal the regular damage. And then I think we're going to bail out of here.
Some experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Yes, we are. So that was the Warrens. That was the horrible beastmen that live in there. And that was our reward. So we got a whole heap of gold from this one. Some crests, some more heirlooms, some of the Ds, which we'll have to see if we can use to upgrade the Hamlet next time, and another small trinket. I might give this one to the Hellion as well, or possibly our Jester, because they both seem to be sort of quite damage-dealy classes at the minute. But yeah, that's everything for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.